to Steph's the Science Space. My name is Stephanie, and today we are going to create something with vintage, what are these called? Flashcards. I keep calling them bingo cards, but they're flashcards. Okay, so here is the prototype. Let me just take these off. So I had to think a little bit outside the box because usually you just fold stuff over, right? And these are two separate pieces. So I just played around with it. But as you can see, it is a hidden paper clip. And isn't that cute? So let's get to creating. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is, I want all the corners rounded. So I'm gonna get my big old corner chomper and do the 1/2 inch because that's about the size of that. So we're just gonna chomp all the corners and make them a 1/2 inch. So if paper and vintage and pretty things and creating appeal to you, make sure you subscribe to my channel because that is all I do, is mess with papers and vintage and beautiful things and create and craft. I'm super excited. Speaking of crafting, and this has absolutely nothing to do with what I am doing, but I am very excited. Now, I like the dull end. The shiny I'm going to put on the inside. So what I want to do, and I don't know if I'm going to get to do 2 of them today or just 1. You know how slow I am. But we're going to start, I'm going to go ahead and ink both of them up because they're a little bright white. Let me get some vintage photo. So I'm just going to ink these up. So I'm so excited that I am trying it out for the month of May. Okay, that is a bit dark, but you know, so be it. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, but you know, what I meant to do and what I'm actually doing are 2 different things. Anyway, so for the month of May, I'm changing up the perk for the Yellow Rose Patreon. So as it stands right now, and yes, there's a reason this got brought up, is because I said the word crafting. Anyway, so what they get now as one of the perks is like background pages, like printed and shipped to them, like 6 background pages and like 3 die cut packs, right? Amongst other things. So they get like one-on-ones, they get to basically shop my stash every month if there's like a specific journal they're working on or a specific thing, and they're like, oh, do you have this and do you have that? And 9 times out of 10 I do, and so they get it in their Patreon package. But starting in May, so they're gonna get it at the end of April, we're gonna start doing like a junk journal type craft together. I will send them all the items that are needed to do said craft. Now this is for the Yellow Rose. I will send them the items needed for the craft, and I will do a video on how to create whatever it is, and then we will do it together because we have like a craft in Zoom and then we have a junk journal in Zoom for Yellow Rose. So I have a craft in Zoom for all the patrons, for all paid tiers gets a Zoom, and we hang out and craft and chat and do all the things. And then for Blue Bonnet and Yellow Rose, we have a junk journal in chat, so I can also show them different techniques of things, etc, etc, etc. Okay, so this is a divider from a big ledger. So that is what this is from. So this is vintage. Obviously the paper clip is not. These are vintage, I'm gonna say. I'm sure they still make postcards, good gravy, flashcards, but these I got in it doesn't matter. I'm going to say they're vintage. They may or may not be. And that's just the way that it goes. Okay, so I think I want to do this at like 2 inches. just going to cut that. Set that back to the side. All right, and then per usual, we're just going to fold this in half. And then our paper clip is going to go on it. Now, I am thinking I want to leave this up and use that to either tie a ribbon or a dangle or something. So I think I'm going to leave that sticking up a bit. And then do it like this. Okay, so first things first, we're going to get Glinda out because this requires some heavy duty glue. But anyway, I'm super excited. I think the first one we're going to do is like a tassel with all kinds of fun like stuff on it, and using what are those called? Thread spools, like empty ones. Ooh, but a full one would be fun too. I don't know. Anyway, I just have so many ideas. So we're gonna start doing like junk journal type crafts. So yeah, if you're interested in checking out the Patreon, it is down below. Okay, so I want to center that up. I need her really hot because I need to cover a lot of space. And if she's not really hot when I do that, then it ends up drying before I can even get started. So I think to kind of help with the sticky process, I am going to, where is the glue I don't like? So I'm going to just kind of put this on here. Make sure that is up. Well, it doesn't really matter because I'm not sticking it there. I'm going to flip it. We're going to flip it. All right, Glinda, are you hot enough? And I definitely want to make sure. Okay. And right there. And smush, 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 smush. All the smushing. Okay. Get that. Make sure that is good and down. And now, let me go ahead and do this again. Really, it's just a way that I'm using this stuff up. I want quite a bit on okay, and like that. And I know it's weird because it's like wide open, but it works. It does work out. Okay, we're just gonna let that kind of do its thing, dry a bit, and let me get this lid back on here. And for decorations, so this one I use from a Sears and Roebuck catalog, but I pulled from my vintage like Victorian calling cards and advertisement cards get well, you know, all the things. And I found these two, not that one, that I'm going to start with. So the mistake I made on this one is because it's double-sided, you know, it's going to go up over a page. So it's going to end up being like a tuck type thing, right? So in my mind, it's going to go over a page because it's so big. So it's going to go over a page, and then we can tuck stuff, you know, underneath it or whatever for journaling. But because of that, it is double-sided. So you have this and this. And I should have color coordinated, not necessarily use the same things, but color coordinated, and I didn't, so lesson learned on that. So this one, I want to use these two items. I'm really picking up the light blues and the pinks. She has a little bit of red, and that's okay. So I'm thinking what I want to do with these. This is like a sample card. This is number 475, assorted designs. You get 12 of these for 25 cents. But what I'm going to do is we are going to take this off, hopefully. And I just want to use the pretty part. And this part could actually be a tag or a pocket or whatever. So I am going to try to very gently just go behind and loosen that little bit of glue. Like it is barely hanging on. So that is what... And I am recording like videos back to back to back. Because I have got to... dang it. I've got to get ahead of the game. So it didn't quite come off. That is whatever glue they used back in the day. Y'all, I'm not kidding when I tell you that stuff, yeah, it is glue. It is glued. Okay, so I have this one and I am going to cut her out, right? We don't need all the background. So I'm going to cut her out. Wrong way. So let's just start up here. And that is the glory of doing this. God, you just do it however you want, right? Don't be afraid to cut your stuff up. Goodness knows I'm not. I cut all kinds of stuff up and out. And if I don't like it, it just gets cut off. And my memory's so bad, I don't remember. I don't remember what I might have messed up or whatever. It's all good. Now sometimes you have to be careful. That's why I'm holding it kind of close. Is because these things are pretty fragile and you can tear it while you're cutting it. Okay, so we have her. Now I want to just trim off that bottom part. We don't need any extra background color. All right. I'm gonna do that. So this one, I was thinking we can put right here, bring it up a bit, right? So bring her up a bit like that. And then we can get some book page or dictionary page. And we already have this. So I've been using it for tab toppers. It is just a dictionary page glued onto a book page. It just makes it a little more sturdy. Easier to work with and manipulate, like I'm doing right now. Okay. So I can put that and then her on top. Or I can kind of just put her like right behind it. Like so. just didn't like that part. Okay, so I'm going to do her like that. And then we'll put that right on top. So we're going to ink that up. I'm going to go ahead and ink her up just to cover up the cut part of that. Saving that, but I do need... yeah, I'm just going to keep using this. That might be big enough. I don't know. We're going to see. Okay, I know. Y'all are like, what in the heck is she talking about? What is she flipping around? Okay, let's just get some ink on here. Just some layering, right? Just some really pretty layering on these flashcards. So I know a lot of people, and this was actually requested by a viewer, was like, how do you use like flashcards besides, you know, pockets and tags and tucks? Like those are the given. And I'm like, oh, let's just make a hidden paperclip. And so that's how that idea came about. So I want to make sure she is in the right place. So I want that at the bottom. Yep, so she is good right there. Ouch. Okay, so she is down, and now we can do this. So I'm trying to get ahead of the game on videos because I'm hoping I'm able to go to my aunt's next week, barring whatever happens with my foot. So so I've done Wednesday's video, and this is Thursday's video. So Friday, I will wait until after my appointment on Thursday and do an update on my foot. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I really have so much to do. I may not be able to wait. Okay, so the other thing that I did is I did grab some stamps because I thought they were fun to... We'll do a rose. So I am going to stamp this rose. Just VersaFine black ink. On the dictionary page. Set that over there. I'm going to let that dry for a bit. And I want to get... Oh my gosh. I want to get something that is really not easy to get to because I have stacked stuff up. Okay, this desk was clean like before I started filming, and it's just not clean anymore. What do I want? I think I want speckled egg. So I'm going to get speckled egg, and the other side of this blender, I know that's not what these are made for, but you know what? I'm doing what I want to do. Because I just need a very fine tip. And we are going to color the rose, not the greenery, just the rose. Just so we have that pop of color. And this is the tiniest tip that I have to be able to kind of get in there and not smear the black too much. I mean, there was a lot of black ink, so I'm trying to be mindful. Okay, and that is good. And let me get a baby wipe to clean this. Come on. There we go. So I'm just using what I have the way I want to use it. Okay. Now, we are going to take my handy dandy thing, and because it is on a book page, it is a, nope, I was going to say it's a bit easier, but it's not. So let me get my teeny weeny scissors. These cutie patooties right here. And we're just going to cut this out. I'm going to fast forward. Okay, so that is cut out. Come on. And I just want to put this like right there. I don't want to put it here because that's so much on that side. We're going to put it right in the middle of 0. And I am good with it. So that kind of blue kind of goes with that, right? So we're going to glue this down. And the 0. Super cute. So cute. Okay, flip it over. And I picked this one. It has the blue and the pink. And this one is going to, we're just going to go across like this. So we're going to go across like that, and then we're going to put a flower up at the top. Let's change it up. Let's do this flower. There we go. That's not big enough. Scoot you over. So I'm going to do the same thing. Nope. I am going to do, oh, let's do this one, the graphite. I don't want the cricket in the middle of that, so I'm going to do like that. And same thing, I'm going to color with the speckled egg, just the flower parts. And then we'll be back. Okay, so that one is gonna go up here like that. I really feel like it needs a little extra. So where's the little piece? All right, so what I want to do with this is, do I have, that will work. And oh, look, it's a gravy boat that I have all of these in. I need to make it to where they stand up, but I haven't got that far yet. But my my best friend, her mom passed away, and we've been going through her house, and I've been able to like shop and, you know, go through things and get what I want and whatever. And I was like, oh, I really want that gravy boat. She's like, really? She's like, what are you gonna do with a gravy boat? I was like, well, not put gravy in it. That would be crazy. I said, no, it's like, I want it on my desk. She's like, well, take it. She's like, I don't care. She's like, if you can get use out of it. I was like, oh, yeah. So I have a gravy boat. So I'm saying, like, think outside the box, right? So I am going to put that just like that. Let's do that first. A little squiggle. And we are going to put this down at an angle like that. And then we will have ourselves a beautiful hidden paper clip, beautiful tuck spot from Vintage Flashcards. Ooh, I got it right. Vintage Flashcards. Where, let me just hit the sides of this maybe a little bit with the blue. All right, there we have it. Oh, and then I want to, we're going to do lace first. At the top, how much time do I have? Okay, we're going to do a bit of lace. And I did pull some blue because I knew I was going to, and this is vintage lace. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell, but there's some discoloration, which is fine. Okay, I'm trying to remember if I want it to be in the front. It goes through the front, right? I want the loop to be in the front, the big part to be, and I guess I'm considering this the front. It really doesn't matter. I'm leaving the discoloration there because it is vintage. I am just going to trim like that. Probably do need to tie it. And, oh, good gravy. Come along. All right, and something else we can do. Let's see, up here, because this was another thing somebody asked about, is like using old keys. And I actually have some old keys, and we're just going to keep it simple with a bulb pen. And you could use a safety pin. But let's and I probably could have put it on this before I tied it and had it hang from the paper clip itself. So, old key, dangle, all kinds of weird keys in here, like safety deposit keys and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So you can just get an old key and hang it, and we could honestly hang one from both sides if we wanted to. So that is a way you can use old keys, vintage keys, in your journal. So let's see how she looks in the journal. Looking for a sturdier paper. Okay, I know I glued, so I'm gonna make sure. Let me get my bone folder and kind of put it through. Yeah, she's good. And there we go. And you can turn it the other way if you wanted to and just have it hanging off the top. So you would have that. And that's how that's going to look. So you can turn it around and have it hanging that way. That's going to hang down though, right? So this could be used as a tuck. So if you're on my live on Monday, I made, you know, these things so we could tuck one up underneath it. Or, you know, something else. This isn't really the right thing, but you get the idea, right? You can tuck something under. So it's a great tuck spot. It's a way to use flashcards that is different than the regular way. And you could do it sideways, you know. You could decorate them accordingly. You could probably even do the hidden paper clip going this way if you wanted to do it sideways. And then the numbers would be right, but I don't think so. I don't think there's any way that that would make the numbers correct. But anyway, all right, that's it. This is the beauty that we have made today, and this is the prototype. I do like that sticking up and being able to add stuff to it, so that's really cool. So I recommend doing it that way. I got these large paper clips at Hobby Lobby, so you can get them there. Alright guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, share with your friends, and until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye.